and I gave birth to a snake.
It gives you babies.
I could see the snake coming out of my body.
Have dreams seeing this belly bulge like in a dream and there's a snake inside.
I gave birth to the snake. The snake then swam into the river and went away.
It gave me a baby. We have babies. The last time I checked, we had 2 babies, me and that thing.
Today, I would say that I won't be doing much of the talking, or I won't be bringing any new info, but I will be bringing so many questions. Today, we ask questions. We don't explain anything new. We ask questions. And because the testimony that we are reacting on is kind of straightforward. It's things that we talk about week in, week out. It's things that we address on this channel, right? So today, I'm bringing questions, necessary questions that you should ask yourself. Before we get into today's episode, I want you to do us a favor. Like, comment, share. It's free, like, comment, share. And most importantly, please subscribe. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, let's get on with today's episode.
The level of your mercy is amazing, unending. Since I met you, Lord, all your loss I'm amending. Following your steps and your way, I'm defending.
I had a dream of my grandmother, the one that I'm speaking about that passed away, but she was saved when she passed away. She came to me with my uncle in the dream, and we were at the river. And I just couldn't understand my grandmother's demeanor towards me. I was wondering, why is my grandmother so upset with me? Because she was a loving woman. She was so kind. So I was wondering, how can my grandmother be so forceful and, just unloving towards me?
Now, the question would be, if your grandmother was somebody who's loving and kind, why would she come back mean and unkind to you? Another thing is that, why is it that when they always come, they are so demanding? You are that grandchild that your grandmother loved so much, and then when she comes back, she makes you sick so that you can accept something that she wants to give you. Now, if really this was your grandmother, why are they coming to you with so much hate? Why are they coming to you with so much brutality and all that? You need to ask yourself these questions, because by asking these questions, you get to unmask these things.
And I remember that I gave birth right on the floor, next to the river, right on the ground. And I gave birth to a snake. I could see the snake coming out of my body, and it felt real. I felt like I was genuinely there, and this was happening. It didn't feel like a dream. I gave birth to the snake. The snake then swam into the river and went away.
So here's the thing, right? There's an episode that we made, and I want us to check something from her testimony and the testimony that we reviewed last time. And then if you check from her testimony, she says that as she was dreaming about her uncle and her grandmother, she gave birth of a snake, and then the snake got into a river, right? Now, this is the testimony that we had from this other lady. Check out this video.
Like it goes around your body and it sleeps with you. It gives you babies. It's waking you to a point where I would have dreams seeing this belly bulge like in a dream and there's a snake inside.
So it gave you a baby.
It gave me a baby. Sometimes I see myself in a house down the water. That house doesn't have, it's made out of sand. We have babies. The last time I checked, we had 2 babies. Me and that thing.
Now, there are similarities there. The other one is pregnant. She gave birth to snakes, and their homes were under the sea. This one gives birth, and then the snake goes into the sea. And so you can see the similarities there. Now, this simply tells you that we are not just saying these things. We don't just come to these platforms and tell you that these things have nothing to do with your culture. These things have nothing to do with your ancestors. But these things are actually demonic. If it had to do something with your ancestors, why are you out there giving birth to snakes? And what you are being introduced to, there are demonic elements that they do not want you to know. There is something deeper than you think. But it starts as, now this is an African thing to do.
This man told me, you have a calling. There's a calling on your life, and your ancestors, they require you to take your calling, to accept it, to work for them. Your life will not work out. You need to accept them. And it was so forceful, in that world, you feel like you don't have an option. Yeah. Because it's like your ancestors are going to turn their backs on you. And then if you don't follow, your life will not work out. You will be impoverished. You will, live this way. You will this. They threaten you.
If you call me, I have the right to decline whatever calling that you are bringing to my life. Right? Even with God. God does not force you to take something. He will never kill my whole family because I refuse to take that thing. But here I'm threatened. We are talking about being threatened that, listen, if you do not take this, you're not getting that job. Your marriage is going to fall apart. Your kids are going to get sick. You're going to get sick. Your generations are still going to get sick. Your relationships are going to be ruined because of you do not want to accept this. Because of you do not want to let familiar spirits come into your home. Then we are going to torment you until you say, you know what, I accept. I've covered a few testimonies on this channel, and most of them, none of these people takes these things or accept these callings willingly. I've been around people who claim to have these callings, and none of them takes it willingly. There is no free will. Now the question would be, why does this calling come with so much distraction in your life? If really this was your great grandmother, why does she come with so much distraction in your life? What's with the headache? What's with the back pain? What's with the swollen legs? Why do I have to go through that? Why should you go through that? If really these are your ancestors, why do they take from you more than they give? Because if you gave birth to my mom, it means I'm your grandchild. Why should you torment my life? Why do you take more than you give? There's one thing that I've always said in most of our previous videos, that the devil takes more than he gives. And now he comes disguising himself as your grandmother, your great grandmother, somebody that you love so much. And then he comes in their image, and then he's like, listen, this is what we want. If you don't give it, if you do not give us this, you are a dead person. So this calling, if it came from those that lived before you, from your forefathers, why does it take more than it gives? It takes your peace, takes your money, it takes your freedom. I spoke to a lot of these people, and one common thing they will tell you is that they cannot even push relationships. Why? Because of they have a calling. And then a calling requires them to stay away from relationships. Listen, your grandmother knows how it feels to have children and a husband. She knows the good feeling it comes with it. And then all of a sudden, when she comes into your life through your dreams, you are now required not to have a husband, and we have a problem there. These things enslave you. You can't live your normal life anymore, right? They enslave you. It's like they take your normal life, switch it, give you something that does not belong to you. Here's a question that I want you to meditate upon and do some introspection with. Would your grandmother, who loved you so much, I mean, who loved and cherished you, put you through all those things that I've mentioned above? This is where I'm going to end. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Until the next one, God bless.